Tell me a little bit about yourself and your professional background.
I've been in the car business going on 29 years. Across your program, you just came across different than everybody else. And it's like you realize that for the past 28 plus years, you've given 55 to 60 hours of your life a week to somebody who doesn't give to you here or not. It just realigns their perception on everything.
What would you say that the motivation to start making passive income came from realizing you're working 50 to 60 hours?
I saw it as a kid growing up that there has to be a different way.
What else have you actually tried in the past to make or earn passive income?
Well, I tried a couple different real estate courses, some creative financing stuff. When you realize that $100,000 can only get you 5, 6, 7 homes, four to 7 homes, and at that point you're only cash flowing 24 to 2,800 a month. It's a hard thing to swallow. And so I've always known that the market has always been an option.
On your end, did you actually go into the Section 8 option, or you just kind of saw it?
I spent the money on it last year. I got the course, the curriculum. I did everything. We were to the point where it was like, okay, here's your homes. I had the funding. I had the approval for the loan, everything. I just needed to start making the decisions. But then it was like, okay, stop. I have this much left. And what my need for cash flow per month and what that's going to provide me right off the rip it doesn't equate. I kind of stepped back and started looking at some trading, the Forex stuff, currencies, market. And then it was like, I think I told you one Sunday morning, I'm sitting there like, what else? And scrolling through and then your beautiful smiling face pops up and I'm kind of like a little different approach. I'm kind of like passive, not having to do it. I still want to learn it. Then Henry was there with me and we talked and that's where we're at today.
That's how you heard about us. You were kind of looking into if you were going to do Forex yourself or kind of trade them yourself. Anything about that ad that like stuck out to you a little bit more than just my face? Anything else on that?
Well, I mean, you actually had some people that were like, win the lottery. Hey, it's real. Hey, you're actually doing it. Look at my aux account and there's money there. I haven't missed a night's sleep worrying about it. So it's a nice thing.
So how did you feel just before joining ATN? Take me back to that. Were you skeptical? Were you like a little nervous?
Everybody's skeptical. And I told this to Henry. So you're telling me X, Y, and Z. Yes. Okay. What's the catch? It's like a be on catfish or something. It's one of those deals that it is that too good to be true.
How did you get past that? What ultimately made you join ATN at that point?
The reality was the three things that Henry sent over to me being the MyFX book, the paperwork, and then just the compound cash.
How was the actual setup with Julio?
It's phenomenal. It's I will tell you, who you're using for your, I guess, brokerage, everything. We had a hiccup to where we sent money through a trust. Didn't know it hung up over there. Their customer service was phenomenal. Don't know what country it is. I know it ain't the United States.
Australia.
There you go. Well, those Australians were very friendly and they were very on top of it, emailing back and forth. I just learned that the time change, there's a little difference in time change, but no, the whole onboarding was flawless and easy. He did a great job.
Love it. And how has ongoing communication been with Julio about availability, answering questions, things like that?
Great. If I text him, he says, hey, you want to hop on a Zoom real quick, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, sure. And we hop on there and he's been able to resolve and handle all my stuff.
Love it. What do you feel like makes ATN different than maybe opportunities that you've done in the past or thought about doing? What do you feel like is like a big thing that makes us different?
Transparency. When it comes to this, it's not the glitz, the glam. It's not the, hey, you do this, you'll be, shopping on Rodeo Drive in 12 months. It's kind of like what your ads are, winning the lottery. This is too good to be true. You can sit here, put whatever amount of money in and actually have the type of passive income that most people never get to have.
100%. And for you, speaking of passive income, how quickly did you actually start making passive income with us?
Right off the rip. Of course, like most anxious kids waiting for Christmas, you keep going and checking and checking and checking. And within the first week when I checked it, there was money there. Second week, there was money there. Third week, there was money there. And I'm not missing sleep about it. I know the money's there. It's safe. It's secure. And it's there.
Love it. Love it. Where would you at this point rank ATN compared to some of the other ventures maybe you've tried or maybe that you've thought about trying?
I've said from the beginning, it's one of the most transparent. You guys deliver what you guys say. There is no, well, I told you that this, or I said this. It is one of those matters Aaron, that you guys say this is what we can do for you, and this is what you've delivered.
Love it. Love it. And how passive, after the onboarding phase and things were kind of set up on your end, how passive has it been with ATN to this point?
It's been about as hands off and easy minded for me as I've ever wanted.
And how likely are you to recommend us?
Oh, I've been recommending you. Trust me, it's not how likely. How many people can I not? Can I stop telling about this?
Why should someone who may be listening take action right now if it makes sense for them?
Unless they like working a 9 to 5 and like missing family and missing events, then they don't have to take action. But if anything that if they vacations or quality of life and or family are important to you, then more time that you waste is more time that you're not going to be able to see your family.
And last question here. A lot of the clients that we have been burned by automation programs. They try YouTube or Amazon or whatever. What would you say to an individual that may be a bit skeptical, like most people are, or a bit afraid because they have been burned before?
Oh, well, I've spent way too much money last year with trying to find a way out. It's one of those, Aaron, that yes, it seems too good to be true, but for one of the first times in my life, it's not. It's in today's commonplace, and that is the really the big problem with social media and Instagram nowadays. That you're being marketed to on a consistent. You're getting barrage with it, and like I said, your commercial, your thing was different, and for being different, that's why I'm here today.
100%. And I appreciate the honest feedback. And I'm glad that we have some clarity. And I'm glad that Julio will be able to help you kind of with some of the next things. But on my end, I just appreciate you giving your time to give me an opportunity to hear from you.
I appreciate the transparency and the honesty.